Hi, this is Tiger Graphics. I welcome you to this beginner graphic design course, and I will be your personal mentor throughout this journey. And first of all, let me congratulate you for taking this bold step, and I can assure you, you won't regret making this move. I wouldn't like to make things complicated for you, so I will try to start from the basics. So as we move on, then we'll be adding some new things. We have a lot of graphic designer apps and websites. Each of them comes with their own unique ways, and any of them that you'll be able to master and master it very well, you can use it and achieve your goals in this journey. So I will try to introduce you to the most popular and the simplest app among smartphone graphic designers, mostly used by beginners and even advanced graphic designers who use smartphone also make use of this particular app. It is called pixelLab. The reason why I like this app is because the app is available offline. You don't need data to use it. The only thing you need is your smartphone, and that's all. Anywhere you are, you can just start up a design and then move on to the end. You don't need data to save it. You don't need anything like data to download or whatsoever. The only thing that requires data here is when you are downloading the app from Play Store. Okay, so in order not to complicate things, this lesson we are going to start from the interface of the app. We're going to start from the interface of the app. We are going to go through each and every element, each and every item that we can see in the interface, so that when we start the actual design, you'll be able to make use of all of the items in the interface, and then you'll be able to come out with a suitable design for your project. So after we go through the interface, then we will now come and start from the typography, the images, symbols, colors, and shapes. How to bring all these together in order to, convey a message, a suitable message. And in order to come out with a complete design, we'll be looking at the principles of design, the elements, all of those things are necessary. So after we go through the interface, then we now move to that aspect too. One may ask, what is graphic design? Graphic design is the act of creating visual content, which includes using typography, images, symbols, colors, and shapes to convey a message to an audience. One thing I want you to understand is that the basics that we are going to start from, that's the most important aspect. If you try to skip part of it or uh, not making use of this particular lesson, you are going to find yourself wanting when we get to the actual design aspect. So I would like you to take this very first lesson seriously. That's going to make all the rest of the work for you easier. You are going to understand everything very easily. When you open your app, which is pixelLab, this is what you are going to see. These are the interface of the app. These items you are seeing, they are the items or the elements that you are going to combine together in order to come out with a complete design. So to start with, I'll be taking you through each of the elements or the items and their functions, so that at the end you'll be able to make good use of each and every item here. So to start with, this is a default page. When you open, this is what you're going to see as a front page. Okay, this text will be there, everything as it is. The default page comes with a lot of options you can choose from. So you can choose either this, okay, or this, that, all of them. Wherever you want to start from, you can choose any of them. And then one thing about this particular text you are seeing here, you see that it it is somehow messy. Then you have to adjust it in order to get the right shape, or in order to bring the text to the right position. It's a 3D text. Sometimes when you are using pixelLab and then you enable the 3D text, the text might mess up like this one. So the only thing you have to do is to adjust the size until the text comes back to normal. So to adjust the size, you see the down left corner, the dot over here, you click on it, then you start dragging. You see the text is now okay. So as you are adjusting the size, you see that it will be messing up, and then as it keeps on going, when you get to a particular stage, you see that it is okay. Then when you keep on moving, it will keep on repeating the cycle until it reach the size you want. Then you leave it over there. See, you can keep on dragging. Okay, so let's forget about this for now. The other one too is also 3D. Sometimes it can also be messing up. As you can see, the inner shadow is also messing up like the first one. So that's how the 3D text behave in pixelLab. So you only have to adjust the size until you get it to the right shape. Okay, the other one is this. That's a curve text. You can edit the text. As you keep going, you will be able to do that. And this one too is here. That one is there. You can use any of them as your default page to start your design. Okay, let's go back to the first one, which is this one. Okay, so now we have seen the default page. Let's move on to the next item, which is the where the alphabet is. Here you see a lot of items. Okay, you see a lot of items here. This one here is a style. Either you want to, bring in some form of text you want, either the 3D whatsoever. You want to add some shadow to the text or background to the text, so you can use, if you choose this one like this, you are adding background to your text. If you choose something like this, you are adding shadow to the text. Okay, it's something like stroke, and then it appeared to the background, which is something like shadow. Okay, and this one too is the save text. If you want to save it, and you save it, you keep on. That's all. Okay, the next one is the edit. When you click on this edit, it will take you to the edit tab. Here you just clear this out, then you start writing what you want. Okay, just clear that one. Okay, you have changed the text like that, and this one is of course delete. If you click on it, then you are going to delete the text, but I don't want to delete it for now, so I'm bringing back the text. Someone might be confused how I just did this. The undo button is just at the top right corner, from the edit to delete, and then the next one, which is the third item, that's the undo button. When you do something and you want to bring it back, right? When you delete something, you want to bring it back, you just click on it and it will come back. That's it. The next one is the copy item. When you click on this one, you are going to make a duplicate of the text. Okay, or whatever item you select on the interface. If you click on the copy, you are going to duplicate that particular item. All right, so let's go to the next one. This particular one is either to bring the text to the front, and this one to send it to the back. So to understand this better, I'm going to make a duplicate of this text. Okay, I'll bring this one to the middle. So that one, that's the relative position. That's what I'm going to use. If I click on this, then I click on the middle one, the two of them, it's going to place the text in the middle exactly. Okay, I want to demonstrate something to you. And then I'll go and click on the copy text. And then now I'm going to change the color of it. Okay, then I'll just mark okay. Then that one too, I'm going to bring it to the middle again, as I did to the first one. So it is going to appear on top of the first text. Okay, so that's when you'll be able to understand the front and back function here. So when I click on to the back, you're going to see this particular color going to the back of the white text. And then when I click to the front, that color is going to come to the front. Okay, let me do it this way so that when it is okay, when I click on to the back, you're going to see that it has gone to the back of the white text, and when I click to the front, it's going to come to the front page of the white text. And that one applies to anything, any item that you import to the app. You can use that function to either send it to the back of a particular item or bring it to the front page. Okay, and this one too is the manual adjusting. You see, this one is something like automatic. When you click on the two middles ones, it's going to bring the items that you selected to the middle exactly. Then see that one too, there are some arrows, one pointing to the left, one to the right, one to top, one then in, and the other to down. When you click on the one to the left side, it's going to take the text to the left. When you click to the right, it's taking it to the right. When you click on then the down one is bringing it to down. When you click on the top one, is sending the text to the top side. Okay, this one is something like the manual adjustment. You have to adjust it yourself. So with this, you can either increase the speed or decrease the speed. So let me say it is here the 10th. I want to bring the text downwards, which is I'll have to click the down arrow here, keep clicking. Okay, then I want it to fix exactly into the white shape, so let me bring it to the right small. You will see that it's left with something small. So if I don't decrease this one, the speed, I cannot get it exactly, because as this one you increase it, when you click, it's going to go far. Then you try to bring it back to you, it's going to still mess up. This side too is not going to work. So what we are going to do is to reduce the speed so that you can just go small until it fits in exactly. Okay, okay, the other one, next item is the size. You have the size here. When you click on the size, that one you are going to use it to increase the size of the selected item. So as you keep on dragging, you see that the text is becoming bigger and bigger, and you are bringing it this side, and you are reducing the size of the text as well. Okay, so that is basically what the size does. And this one here is a pending item. Now to understand the exact function of this pending item, when you click on it, then you drag this one, you see that the shape, that the rectangular shape that is around a particular item that you selected will be moving away from the item. Okay, you see that it's giving some space, and then this one too to the other end. You might not understand why this one's supposed to be so. There are some particular texts, especially the stylish text. When you select some of them, you see that the text will go beyond the shape. So you see part of the text is not going to appear in the box, and then the text will be looking somehow messy. Let me just show you one example. To get that one, we have to go to the font. Let's use one text for now. This one is okay. So let's go to the font here. I want to bring in one particular font, and then I will demonstrate something to you. Let me see. We need font. Let me see something like this. Okay, good. You see that the first alphabet, which is the P, part of it is not appearing in the shape, which is because of how the text is, pending, is slide somehow, then part of it is going outside the shape. So in order to get the complete text exactly as you want it, you have to come to the pending. Okay, then the part that is not appearing, you have to bring it in. When you drag it this way, it will come in. Then you drag this one too, then you will now get it this way. So basically that's a function of the pending you're seeing over there. Okay, going back. Okay, so we are here, which is pending. The next one is color. When you click on it, you have a lot of colors to change to. Okay, you can change the text to any color of your choice. Okay, all of these colors. All right, from there we have the texture. The texture is mostly work based on either pictures and some shapes. Okay, let's try to add texture to the text. Let me see. Okay, let me pick this lady here. Add this particular color. Okay, I want the text color to look like this. Okay, so when I click on this, it is going to change the text color to the shape, the texture I selected. So you might have a particular color that you want your text or your shape that you import, or a particular picture you imported to appear in that color. So when you select on it, you come to the texture, then you bring in that color to change the text to the exact color you wanted. Okay, then the next item is the opacity. This one is either going to increase or decrease the opacity. Okay, so this one, the opacity is 100%. So as you are decreasing it, you see that the opacity is going and it's totally out. It's left with the shadow that we added earlier. So if you are bringing it back, then the opacity will be coming back. As you decrease, it is going. As you increase, and it's coming back to normal. Okay, and this one here is the rotate. So that one is basically to rotate the text. Okay, use it to rotate the text, okay, to the particular position you want it. You just rotate it. That's all. This tool here is a mask. This mask is very important, and it works best on shapes and then pictures, images. Okay, so let's leave this text here, and then go and bring in a particular picture. Let me see. Okay, let me just bring in this lady again. I want to bring this lady here again. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in a shape too. All right, so I want the shape to go back, so I'll
just going to the back, then the lady will be the font. Let me just delete this text for now. Okay, so the shape is here. Now I want the lady to fit into this circle. If you adjust it this way, you're going to see that it is not working as expected, because part of the circle is still appearing below the ladies. So that one is not working as expected. So if you want the lady to fit in exactly, just try to increase like this. Okay, okay, I want the arms to be part of this. Put it here, and then you come to the mask. Mask. Okay, this is a mask. So you bring this one here. You try to position it. Then you bring this one there. Listen, okay, let me bring this one here. Then you enable this. As you enable it, you see that the top part of the lady is gone, but we want to make use of the top part. We don't want the down one rather, so we are going to click on the out, so the inner part will appear and then the outside part will be gone. So you adjust this one, you adjust this too until you get the lady fixed into the shape exactly. Okay, you adjust this too to the shape. Okay, oh, put this here and that there. Okay, so you now see that the lady has fixed into the shape exactly as it is. So that's the use of the mask to there. Okay, we're still here. So let's bring back text. We don't want to use this one for now, so let's just delete them so that the interface will still be clear as it is. Okay, so if you want to use it on text like this, it is still the same. You want to cut part of the text, but you see that like it is not normal to, be cutting part of your text away. Like it just doesn't, when you do this, it doesn't make any sense, but to some extent you may need it. It depends on what exactly you are doing, but it's not common to use a mask on text. Mostly we use it on images and then shapes. Okay, and here is the other part, which is the next item is the font. When you click on the font, that is when you are going to change the font. Okay, you click on the font and you change the style of the font. You can, these are the basic fonts you have, and then you also have my fonts. My fonts, that one you have to install the fonts from either the font or whatsoever, and then you can also get the font packages from most of graphic designers. And then most of the tutorials you see online, when you check through the description, you see that they have added the font used in that particular design. You can just download it and then you import it here. Okay, we'll be talking about how to import your own font, but for now it's not necessary. Let's just look at these ones, the one that is there for us. So you can change the text to any font style you want. So basically that's what the font does. You just change it to, okay, and then this one here, the recent one will be showing you the fonts you just selected. If you select this one in order like this, when you go to the recent, you see those particular fonts you just used in the recent. Those are here, and then the down part you see that my font. If you have downloaded some fonts, that one too, when you come to the recent, it will divide into two. The default fonts are there at the top, and then your own font that you also downloaded will appear downwards. So basically that is all about the fonts. Then the next one we are going to look at is this one, the bold item. When you click on it, basically when you click on the B, it's going to make the text bigger. You are bolding it. Okay, when you click on the B, you are bolding the text. And then the italic icon too is there. When you click on it, you are going to see that the text is somehow going to slide, it is bending to the right side. That's the italic. And then you have this one, the underline, that of the other one. So when you click on it, you're going to underline the text. This one you undo, you underline, you undo, you underline, you undo. That's it for the bold aspect. The next item is the curved item. When you click on this one, you will have this either to the positive side or to the negative side. So as you are going to the positive, the curve will be going downwards, and then as you are going to the negative side, it will be going upwards. And then that one you can only use it on text. Use this one on text only. So if you want to curve your text, you just come to the curve and then use it. Okay. And then here it's also about the background again, background of the text. So if you want to change the background color of the text, you just use all this. All these are here. So here color combinations count a lot. You see that the text is white. So when you select a white background, the text will not be able to be seen again. It will vanish automatically because of the color issue. Because white and white, when you mix them together, what you are going to see is white. So you will not be able to see the text. So color combination plays very important role here. So when you choose any other color, you will see that the text is there. One other color that doesn't communicate well with the white is a yellow color. When you select this one, the text is going to appear somehow. When you are looking at it, it appears like it is not all that clear. Like it is somehow messed up and all that. When looking at the other colors, they go well. Most of them go well with the white. Okay, so this one too, it has the other things that you can use to adjust the background color you just added. So when you are using this one, you are increasing it like the pendant item. Okay, you are using it, you are increasing it, you are increasing it, and then the down one too is going to go to the other side in case part of the text is not appearing like the one I showed you earlier. You just use this one to bring it in, and that one too does it. And this one is going top. Okay, this one is coming down. This is the radius going to deal with the curves or whatever shape you want to use at the background. Okay, so deal with the angles. That's it. And then this one is the align text. This is the align text. In order to understand this properly, I'm going to make a duplicate of this. Okay, let me just leave this one there. And then I'll just type something here. Come down here, type something. Still go down, type something. Okay, so this is how the text appear here. So if you are going to use the align item, you click on it. This one is showing you exactly where the text is, the first one. You see the how the text align to the left side. That's it. And this one, when you click on this one, you are going to rearrange the text to appear like the way the dashes appear in that particular item. So when you click on it, so the smaller ones will go to the middle, and then those which are a bit longer to you see them appearing to the left side and the right side of the smaller text. So you see it this way. And this one too, you can align them to the right too, and it's going to appear this way. And this is the justify. Basically, that's just it. And this one too is the spacing. In case you notice that the text are too close to each other, there are some particular fonts when you are using them after typing, you see that look like the text are too much closer to each other, to the extent that you are not going to see much spaces in between. So you just click on the space, and then you use that one to bring in the space. Let it be as it is. So you see that the spaces has increased. So you use this to close the space. Okay, and then you increase the space here. This one too is there. You are bringing in the increasing the space of each word, like the spaces between the words that you type. So this one you come this way, you are bringing in, going out, closing it, open, close, open, and that's it. The other one is the line spacing. You see, you are able to increase the text to the left side or the right side, and you are also able to increase the space of the words to the left or to the right. What is left now is either to the top or down. So you use that one to use this one. Okay, use this one to get it done, and that is all about the line spacing. Here we have stroke. You can add some shape to the text, which is also going to be exactly as the text, but it's going to add some particular shape around each text. That is basically what the stroke does. And then with that shape, you can use it to make the difference in the color problem that we encountered when we use the white background. So I'm going to use that as an example. Let me bring in the stroke here. Okay, this is a black stroke, so you can change the color of the stroke to any color you want. Okay, but let me use the black here, and then you can increase the stroke so that it appears well. When you have this one, then you can now use white background. That one is not going to affect the text anymore. If you use the white background, it's not going to affect the text. So you see that because of the black stroke you added, it has made the difference, and then you can now see that there are some white text on top of the white shape. Okay, so basically that's it. So you can use the stroke to make difference in the color combination when you are facing some issues, because sometimes you want to use a particular colors, and then you see that adding this color to that color is giving you problem. It's not giving you the exact combination you want, so you can use the stroke item to make the difference. Okay, so basically that's it. I don't want it for now. The other one is shadow. Okay, shadow. Let me off the stroke so that you can understand the shadow. You are going to add shadow to the text. It also looks like stroke, but that one is going to appear behind the text, something like this. Okay, and this one too, you can use to play around the shadow, either to bring the shadow downwards or upwards, or sending it to left or right. So basically that is what you are seeing here. That is what you are seeing here, and that of this. And this is the radius. You want to increase it, decrease it, increase, decrease, increase, decrease. So that's it. And then the shadow tool comes with opacity. You can still increase the opacity or decrease, decrease, decrease. In the shadow tool, you can still change the colors of the shadow you are using. Okay, we don't want it for now, so let it go. The other one too is the inner shadow. That one too is going to add shadow, but that one is going to appear in between of the text. Okay, okay, you see that. Let me edit the text once again and show you something clearly. Okay, so I'm going to increase this one so that when the effect is taking place, you understand what exactly the inner shadow is. When you click the inner shadow, then you enable it, you see that the shadow has appeared in between the text. It's something like stroke, but that one is appearing in between the text. Okay, that one too, you can either send it to the other side or this. So basically that is it. I have this. We don't want this one for now. Then this one, the emboss, is also there. That one too, you can use it to play around your text. Okay, when you enable it, it's going to, make the text appear something like silver, or it is shiny, some those kind of things to your text. So that one, I already showed you how to solve this particular issue. The only thing you have to do is to adjust the text. You keep adjusting the text and you're going to get it as you want it. Sorry, let's go back. So here you can play around it. You can use it to play around it. The intensity is there. You can increase the intensity, decrease. You have all this here that can help you to play around the text. And you have this one too here. So you can use it to play around your text. So as you are increasing, you'll be seeing that what I was talking about is appearing there. You see that the text has completely changed. Okay, so basically that is all about the emboss. Let me reduce it, this one again, and then let me off it. I don't want to use it for now. Off it. Okay, we have the perspective. That one you use it to change the direction of the text, or to position it to a particular position, as depending on what you are doing. So you can either bring it inside like this, and you enable it. You see that the text will appear that way, and it will be like it is lying down or something like that. Okay, you can drag this on. So sometimes you see those stylish texts. Mostly you see this this kind of text on the highways. Those in construction, they mostly use it. You can see that it is on the highway. So you see that it is lying down, something like that. Then you can apply it to shapes and images, texture, whatever item you bring in, and then you select it. You can use the perspective, change it to whatever shape you want, and then position it to whatever way you want it, depending on what you are doing. So let me off it. I don't want to use it for now. The next one is the 3D rotate. Okay, here you have the X and the Y. When you are using the X, you are rotating it this side. Okay, so basically it can also appear like the eye, this thing you just use, the perspective you just use. You see that the perspective, you put the text into a particular form. It looks like it's lying down. So when you are using the 3D rotate tool, you can use it to get the same effect. But the difference is that the perspective is more advanced in doing that, because that's when you can change the text to a lot of directions. Okay, you can change it to different directions. You can change the text to different directions like this. But when you are using the 3D rotate, it is just direct. You can rotate it directly, but you can manipulate the text. Now you can use the perspective to manipulate the text. So I don't want to use it. Let me just off it for now. So the 3D rotate, as earlier, so you can use this one to adjust it that way, that way, that way. Okay, and this one too is this, either you are turning it to left, right, left, right, left, right, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Okay, let's forget about it. Then the 3D text itself. When you come here, you can change the text to 3D. So you use this one to either increase the depth or decrease. Increase, decrease, increase, decrease. So okay, this one is there. You can also use it this way. This is a perspective. You can decide to use the oblique, and then you'll be seeing it this way. Increase, decrease, increase, decrease, increase, decrease. Okay, and then the color too is there. You have the color over there. You can change it, and then the other part is the gradient. When you get to the color aspect, you have either the solid color or the gradient. So basically that's it. And this one to use to increase the darkness of the 3D effect you just added. Okay, and then you can use this one to manipulate it. Okay, that's it. And then the this one too is here. That's the rotate. And still you can use this one too to manipulate the rotation. That's all about the 3D. Okay, and then you now have the 3D shadow. So you want to add 3D shadow to your text or picture or whatever, you just select that particular item, then you click on the 3D and you enable it. Boom, you get it. So that one too, you have the color, you can change it to whatever 3D color you want to. You have here the opacity, increase and then decrease. Okay, and then the radius too is there. You increase, decrease and increase, increase and decrease. Let me just show you here, you'll be able to see it well. So when you look at the end part, the very end of the shadow, you will see that when you are using the blur radius, it is making some difference. As you are increasing, the edges will be appearing like something like blur, and then as we are decreasing it will appear sharp. Okay, then you also have the expand. You can expand this one or decrease it. Then basically that is all about that one too. Now you have the reflection. See, sometimes you see a particular text, then it will be appearing like the text is standing on water or something like this reflecting. You will see seeing the text at the background. When you use this one, you see it like that, like something like glass or something. You see the text appearing just below the original text, and the effect too, you can manipulate it using this one, either to bring it upwards or send it downwards. So you can send it the effect downwards, you can also bring it up, down, up, down, up, down. So boom. For the first item, which is the A part, we are done with it. So let's go to the middle item. When you come here, you have only these 6 options. The first one is to add stickers. Okay, is to add stickers. You can add any sticker you want. You will have a lot of stickers here. Okay, and this one too is emojis. You can add emojis. Now when you come to the stickers, I still have this thing like shape over there. At the same time, when you want this particular shape, you can still get it in the shapes. When you get to the shapes, you will see it. Okay, you have all these. Some mostly when you are designing promo flyers and co, you need these things. I mean, to put the price tag. You are reducing the price or something like that. Okay, all right. Then the next one is the import. That is when you are going to bring in something into the background or into the design. Okay, so let's say you are going to import a picture. You want to use a picture, so you bring in the picture here. You go there, and then you click on the particular picture you want to bring, and boom, it is here. You click on the mark, and then the picture is here. Basically, that's what you use the import to use it to bring in shapes and pictures. Okay, so let me take it out. Don't want it for now. All these items we are going through, that is what we are going to combine together in order to come out with a complete design. So that's why I'm taking my time to show you each of them and what they does. Okay, we have this one, which is the draw. We use that one for drawing. Okay, this is the pencil, so you can use this to draw whatever you want, and this is the eraser part. So when you look at the down, you see your pen size. Okay, let me draw something here for you to see. This is a circle, that is the size of the pen. When I increase it and I draw the same circle, you see that the size has increased. And then when I decrease it and draw, you see that it has decreased. And also we have the smoothness there. Okay, if I increase, okay, let me first decrease it and draw something like this, and then increase it and draw another one. That one is just to, I mean, show how smooth the shape you are drawing will appear. That's it. Let me clear all these ones out. Then let's now look at the other items down here. You have the fill in. When you first let's say the fill in is not there, so let me reduce the pen size. When I draw this one here, you see that it is only the circle that is there, but when I click on the fill inside to enable it. The moment I finish drawing, it will automatically fill in the shape. Then I can change the color to whatever color I want to. Okay, we have the dash lines. That one, as you are drawing, you see that the lines will appear in the form of dotted. Okay, let me increase the pen size. Okay, so whatever color you want to use to draw, you just click on it, then you start drawing. Okay, you are going to get it. Okay, let me clear them out. Let's go to the neon effect. Okay, the last one is the neon effect. Okay, when you click on the neon effect and you draw something, you are going to see the effect appearing back of it. Behind the drawing that you made, the neon will be appearing back of it. That the neon effect. So I'm changing the color. Let me draw again. Change this color. Draw again. Okay, I want you to see this one clearly, so I want to change the background color. Okay, let me change the background color to something like black. Okay, let me just leave this here and come back to there. Okay, let me enable the new and draw something. Okay, change another color, white. You will see that okay, let me increase the size. You will see it clearly. There is some effect appearing behind the circle. It's something like background shadow, but this one is not a background shadow, the neon effect. So you can use this one to increase the radius and then decrease, increase, decrease, increase, decrease. Okay, so that's all about the drawing. And the next one is the shapes. When you click on shape, you have this one as a default shape. So if you want to change it, you just click on the shapes in there. And then you have all these shapes here. You can select any shape you want. You can select any shape you want from here. You can select any shape you want from here. Okay. Okay, let's use this one as an example. I want to manipulate this particular shape, so I can use the radius to deal with the edges. Okay, so if I go this way, I can increase it to 100 to change the square to circle. I can also reduce it. I mean just cut the sharp edges to something like a curvy edges. Okay, so it's there. And then the opacity too is there. You can use this one to increase, decrease, increase, decrease. So if you decrease the opacity and then you bring in stroke, okay, when you bring in stroke, you can change the color to anything you want. You can change the color to any color you want. So I want to make use of the radius here, and then I'll use it to do something. So you see that I am manipulating the shape. Okay, so you can apply this in your design depending on what you want to write in this particular shape. So you can just bring this one here, and then the radius is there. You can increase or decrease it. Okay, you want it to be something like this, you just decrease it and you get it like that. If you want to increase it, you just go back there and then you increase it and you get it like that. And that one to have the opacity, it also has the opacity, so you can increase or decrease it. And as you go, good, let me increase increase it first so that I'll be able to show you something here. So this one is the color. Okay, this one is the color. And this down here is showing you how the end will look like. So that one, depending on what you are doing, mostly when you are using the drawing tool, when you draw something, you can use this one to make difference. And then there's one particular tool, when you get there, you'll be able to use this one and you understand it better. Okay, and this one too is a radius. You either increase or decrease, increase or decrease. Okay, so let me do this one here. Let me just off the stroke and then bring in opacity of the shape. So that reaches it. You see, each of them is having their duties, each of them what they use for. So basically that's all about the shapes. You can bring in any shape. Because of what I did, whatever shape I bring in, that effect is going to be on the shape. Basically that is all about the shapes. Okay, the next one is the Bezier tool. So this one, good. When you bring this one in, it's black, so let's change the background color so that you'll be able to understand it better. I want to send it back to the default. Okay, so let's bring in this. When you click on it, this is what we are going to get, and you have all these options here. Okay, so the first one here is there. That is any place that you click, you are going to add in another point. You see that you have only 2 points here. Okay, so if I click here, I'm going to add another point, click another point, click. So wherever you are going to click is going to give you points over there. Okay, so I don't want it for now. Okay, I don't want that one for now, so just use this one to delete them. You see the first one here, click on it, you delete them as you started. Good. And then the next one here, if you click on it, that is when you'll be able to manipulate the curve. Okay, you can manipulate it to whatever you want. I'm going to add in one more. Okay, let me even add two, and then come to the manipulate aspect. Okay, so I'm going to add in a stroke. Okay, so this is what you are going to see. So we are now going to make use of what I was talking about, and you'll be able to understand it better. I'm going to make use of what I was saying, then you will understand it better. Okay, so let me say this one. So I'll add a stroke. So if I click on this and then enable it, you see that the end of this particular shape, the edges or the points of beginning and the end, and this one, there are some different. This one looks sharp and this one curved. So the effect comes from there. Let me show you. You see exactly how this one look, the top of this one look like. It cut through like a sharp curve, like something like that, a straight line, and this one to curved like a circle or something like that. So that is what is going to happen to the point of beginning and the end, to the lines that you basically drew. The same thing happened to this one too. The same thing happened to this. So if I increase the stroke and use this, that one too is going to cut it straight as the first one. Okay, so we can now change the colors to here. You can change the color here. So I'm still going to use this Bezier tool. It has a lot of functions. So let me delete all this one. This tool, you can use it to draw whatever you want. You can use this to draw whatever you want. So as earlier, I tried to use this one to manipulate it, and use this one to move it to a new position, and then you use this one to add points. Okay, use this one to add points. Okay, and then you use this to subtract the points, and then you can use this, the next one, to close the entire shape that you just draw, or the object you draw. So you click on the next one, you are going to close it. Okay, so now you see that it has now closed to appear like one object, something like that. You have now closed it. It doesn't have end begin part and the end part. There's nothing like that anymore. You have closed it, and then you use the next one here to open it. When you click on this, you open it. Okay, when you click, you close, and then you go to the next, you open, you click, you close, and then you can still use this one to increase the size, decrease, increase, decrease, increase, decrease, and then this one, the next one, you use to rotate. This one, you close it. Okay, so let me open it again. We have this one here. You click on it, that one to use to increase, decrease, increase, decrease. That's when it is open. You have that one too. Okay, and still the rotate is there. You can use this one too to rotate it. And then the top ones here, you can either copy or duplicate the shape you just draw. Okay, so like this one, if I click on copy, I'm going to get two of it. Copy, they're going to become three. You see that the number keep on increasing, so I'm getting another shape. So this one is giving me a whole lot of different things together. Okay, it's drawing something different for me as I keep on clicking. So it end up drawing something nice for me. So basically, I'm not using this for anything, so let's just leave it there. And then you can use this one to change to the previous one or the current one. Okay, that's the left and the right thing. So that's it for. And then the stroke too, we have already talked about the stroke and all this thing. Then the color and the gradient, we already talked about them. So that's it. So basically that's all about the Bezier tool. I want to bring in something, and then I'll use the Bezier tool to trace it. Okay, let me bring in this shape. I want to change the background to white so that it will appear clear. draw this thing over here. So just the first one, I put the point here. Okay, put the point here, bring in another point here. That one, it takes a lot of time. Okay, so let me add one point here. Oh, sorry. Let me bring it. Let me start from here so that it will be in order. Okay. So I can now close it and come here. So you use this one basically to adjust it. You keep on adjusting all this until it's able to give you the shape. You see that if I'm going to do this, it's going to take me a lot of time. It's going to take me a lot of time to do it. So I'm not going to spend much time here. But I just want to show you what you can use it to achieve. Okay. So if I get something like this, you can decide to bring in this, and then boom, I've gotten the shape. The only thing that I will need to add is of course the lines that makes the difference. So that one too, you just need to bring in a particular shape. You will get there, so you will be able to understand how to make those difference. Okay, so you take your time to adjust it until you get the exact shape you want, and then you enable it, and that's all. Okay, let me take this one out, so I don't need it for now. The other one is the arrow. If you want to bring in arrow, you have this one. You can increase it, decrease it. And then the arrow too, you have the end point and the starting point. So the beginning arrow, if you want to use this one, you can use this one. You can use that one at the beginning point. You can still use the arrow. You can use this. So whatever shape you want to use at the beginning, you can use it. And then the end point, you can change it to whatever shape you want. You can change it to whatever shape you want. So depending on what you are drawing, you use the arrow. So you can use it for anything. It also has the opacity, increase and decrease. And then of course there is the color. You can change. And there's a stroke. There's opacity for the stroke as well. Then color for the stroke as well. So basically that's all about the arrow tool. So let's move to the next item here. Okay, we are going to get these items here. This one is the color, and whatever you are going to do here, it's going to directly affect the background entirely. Note, I said the background, not what you imported in. If you bring in a picture, then you use it to do something on your design, then you come here, you decide to change the background. It's going to affect only the background. It's not going to affect the picture. It's going to affect only the background. It's not going to affect the picture. So you see the shape we imported is just there, but only the background is being affected here. Okay, so basically that's it. You can also decide to remove the background. When you click on the transparent, so you have removed the background. When you save this, you can use it on anything without the background. Just basically you have removed the background. Okay, then the image size. This is when you see every design comes with a size. Someone will give you a design and say that I want the size to be maybe 16 by 10, 9 by that, this by this by that, 18, 80, 10 that. So you just come here and then you enter it. So you here you see the 1280 is the default. So let me say I want 900. see that basically I've changed the the size of the entire design. Okay, and the crop here is when you select a particular item. So let me go back and then unlock the shape we brought in, and let me bring in background color. Okay, it was white, let me bring in white. So when I select this one here, there is this crop over here. I can use to crop it. I can just crop part of it out. It will just looking like this. This one too works the same way. So I can bring in this as background, and then the crop, I can use it on it. So maybe I want only the blue part to be the background, so I'll just crop the distance to the blue side, and then boom, you get it like this. So this one basically, that interface is just affecting the background only. So you see that there's crop here and there's crop there at the other end too. That's two different things. That's why I intentionally show you the first one and this one too. So this one basically deals with the background only. You can also bring in picture as your background. So these ones are all pictures. And then you have option to also import picture from gallery. Okay, and you click here, you want to use a particular picture as your background, you just click on it, boom, and you say okay. So now this one turns to the background of your design. And you can also use the camera here, of course. And then basically that's all for this. The last one is this. When you come here, you have all this one here. You can use it to play around your design. So when you click on the rotate, that's the first item. You are going to rotate the background. See that the background will be rotating. The background will be rotating. The background will be rotating. So that's it. And you can add this effect to it. The effect also comes with colors. Okay. The next one is this. It's also basically the same thing. You see, you're just adding some effects to the background. That's it. The next one, you are adding strips. Okay, this is it. Either increase or decrease, and then this into is there. So the other one is the brightness of the background, increase and decrease. They are all there. And then you have the contrast. It's also like increase and decrease. And then you have the hue, so it also affects the background. So anything you are doing here is affecting the background. You have the saturation also affecting the background. Basically that's all for the down part. When you go to the top part, you have this one here looking like a search icon. When you click on it, you'll be able to zoom your design. Okay, you'll be able to zoom your design like you zoom pictures. You'll be able to zoom your design like you zoom pictures. Then let me add a solid background. Good. Then the next one is this one here. You use the lines to help you position your elements on the design, either text, shapes, or whatever. So let's assume I'm bringing in text. I click on this text. Okay, click on the text, and then let me make a duplicate of it. This is now 3 duplicates. So I want them to align to on a particular order. So I'll just position them with the help of the line. I'll be able to position all of them in that order. You see that I'm not going to make mistake. If I remove it, you see that they align together. So so it helps you to align your elements or items, whatever. You can still decide to increase the number of the lines over there. Here you have the positive horizontals, and then positive vertical lines, so you can use any of them. If you click on it, you are adding new line to the other side. If you click on this one, add a new lines, so basically, and then you use this one to remove it back to where it was, and then you have the undo button, which is when you can just manually input in either you want it 10 by 10. Okay, you see that you have basically increased the lines. Okay, so, and this one too is here, the U shape here. It helps a lot when you are moving shapes. When you are moving shapes, the U helps you. So you see that when you are moving, it will be telling you, okay, you have aligned with this particular line, you are in line with this particular line, so it will be showing you. Okay, it will be showing you. So to understand this better, let me see. I want to bring in shape. Okay, so this shape, as I move, you see that it has automatically adjusted to the line. So moving this one, it will be adjusted to the line, this one to the line, and that one to the line. So it basically helps you to position this thing, your shape or your text or whatsoever. And that is all about the UI. I think we are done with that one. The next one here is the elements you have imported or you have brought together to get your design. So you can use this one to lock each element so that they can move. That's a lock. With this one, any of them you click on, sometimes maybe you will be doing something and by mistake your hand will click on a particular item and it will move from where you position it earlier. That one, sometimes when it happened that way, you feel like you have to spend another time to position it again. So because of those kind of things, you just lock it so that when you click on it, nothing is going to happen anymore. You can also decide to hide all using the eye icon. If you don't want something to appear on your design, you just hide it, and that's all. And then you have the delete to, you can use this the delete to just click on the delete to delete whatever you want to delete. And then the other one is when you look at the left side of the text or the shape I brought in, you see some dotted lines. When you click and hold on it, you will be able to reposition your items, either to bring it to the front or back without going to use the front and back icons. You can just click on this and drag it to where you want to place it, and that's all. Click and drag, click and drag. I think we are done with the layers. Here too, when you come here, you can bring in text. You can, this one is something like shortcuts. When you click on the current date, it's going to bring you today's date. Okay, today's date is 4th. You see directly, it's there. When you click on this, you are going to get text. That's a text. When you click on stickers, we have talked about it. Shapes, we have talked about shapes. Gallery, you are going to gallery to import something, and then drawing too, you have talked about drawing. So basically you have those items here at the addition side again, so you can make use of it without going to look for them from their various places. You just click on it, you get all the shortcuts here, and then you use it. And then on the next one here, you either use to save as project, so that next time when you come, you can continue from there. Or when you feel like you are done with the design, you just click on save, and then you change this to ultra, and then you save your design, and boom, you save to your gallery. That's all. And then you can also save it as project. Okay, so let me see, 1 2 3, done. Okay, done. OK. So I've saved it as projects. To see your projects, you just have to come to this side, the area where you see the default pages. Then you see the folder here, that's your project. You click on it to bring in your project. So when I click on this one, I want to continue from where I stopped, bring in the exact thing. So I can just delete this one here. Okay, then I want to go back to the original design. I just come here, boom, it brings it back. That's the project. You save it. You can go and then leave it here for months. You come back and you continue. Then you can even leave it and then do a lot of designs. Later on, we still go back there to look for your project and it's still there for you. Then this one is the share. Use it to either save or share your design. So before you share, you have to save it. So when you save it, you get the option to share it. Okay. Then this one here also work like the text, but it's code. It gives you motivational quotes and a whole lot. So you have all this one. If you want to make use of them on your design, you can just click on it and boom, it brings it to your design. And then you have option to change the language to either French or English. And then the motivation aspect, you have option to change it to anything. Is it positive, inspiration, success, friendship, whatever, happiness, and the quotes will be all about what you change it to. Okay, so it's a form of shortcut that will give you all this. And then the last one here is also most of it we just talk about them in the other part. Just that it is here again. You can use images from your gallery. That is when you want to import images, and then you want to view your design. Okay, you can just click on the full screen and then you view your design. Okay, you bring it back to normal. Okay, the next one is you can use image from camera. That's when you want to just take a camera. You want to export image. Here too, you can use it to save your design. You just click here, the same thing. You have to save it. You save it. That's all. You can contact the owners of the app or you report an issue from here. And here, when you go here to the tutorials that are made from the developers of the app, they put it on YouTube. So this one will take you to YouTube of their channel, and here you want to remove the adverts on the ad. Sometimes when your data is on, I intentionally off my data to avoid receiving messages. Sometimes when your data is on and you are using it, like some adverts will be popping up, you want to remove it, you just click on remove it here. Maybe they will require you to pay something small, you donate and that's all. You won't see any adverts again. You want to recover your auto save, the designs you save, it just look like this one. So maybe all this one I save it today, maybe I want to recover this, just click on it and then boom, it back. That is just the design we saved earlier. And then this one too is a PLP file. It's going to take you to the designs you saved. Okay, so anything wherever you save it, you just want it. Then the about the app, and then when you are done you want to exit. That's all. And thank you very much. I think this is the end of the interface lessons. See you in the next lesson.